Good Friday evening, everybody. Let me get this chat pulled back up. How is everybody? How are you, Mr. Steve Nealon?
I'm doing well, Jerry. How are you?
I'm fine as frogs here. Let me get up here and get this thing muted before we get our echo like we always do because I never get this thing. No, we still get the echo. I see I tried. Um, yeah, I'm fine as frogs there. Amanda, how are you?
I'm good. Doing well. Sorry, my other screen froze on YouTube. So I
Chase,
wasn't sure.
how are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. How's everybody out there?
Let's see. We have like a whole world of people out here in the chat. Lord, I don't think I could even name it. It's getting crazy. See, we got Herb out there. We got Billy out there, the messy scroller. That video he's got up on his Instagram of him doing that little tire swing, amazing. His little house is coming along. He's put a lot of work into that thing. It's really good, Billy. Let's see. We have Herb out there, Billy. Steve's there. Nancy's here. Miss Robin's here. Oh, who else? Me. I'm here.
uh, Mark
Hello,
Lindsay,
Steve,
Russ Meadows.
Mark Lincoln's here.
Billy.
Russ Meadows. Chase is over there. Mr. Mark being a spokesman.
I just had to leave.
Get everybody trying to get John. What if I could's over here? How is everybody? How was your week? Everybody have a good week?
It has
um,
been productive.
has it? It feels like I don't know. Today feels like Tuesday.
Hmm.
What is my dog doing to herself over there in the background? Whose background is that? That's Chase's background. Diesel.
I already got onto him. He's already stopped.
Um, he's like, what? Um, I got all the drawer fronts on in here. Did we show that last week? Did I have all that last week?
You
You
had the
did
drawers,
not.
but not the drawer fronts.
Yeah. All the drawer fronts are on. All the trim is on. Um, the other drawer that was way back there, you can't see it because of my chair. That's way back there. It pulls out with a top on it. Wow, I bet that was loud. Um, so pretty much the bottom of everything is pretty much done. And I just have a few things on the upper cabinets in the ceiling to finish off, which we'll get to in the next couple weeks. We're going to try to get this floor finished out here. So as of today, I started cleaning up, or last night, started cleaning up in here, and that weird little thing. Let's see here. What is this? Is really crazy how I'm driving this. It just won't. There it goes. That thing right there. Wow. Okay. It didn't want you to see it. You're not allowed to see it. Did they even go up there?
Yeah.
Right there. That. That little box. It looks like it's from Harry Potter. That is one of the cases that I started building for these computers that I'm building. I'm going to build two of them identical. They'll look like that on um, three sides, and the front will be plexi, and they'll have LEDs in it just because I have to get away from this YouTube over here because it's going over here and it is so far behind.
That's why I had to leave.
Wow, it is so far behind.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, what am I missing in the chat? Anything?
Um,
Mervin's here.
Merv with his wife Gigi. And
Yeah,
everybody
yeah,
is
yeah.
saying they got a lot done.
Good. I'm glad.
John said cold.
Cold.
been a little chilly here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not been a 0 that it's been up there where he is.
I was gonna say he's in the
He's in the
North Pole,
Arctic.
so
So yeah, I got all that done, and a couple of people got to see. I'll somehow figure out how to show you, but the setup that I got going on right now, I got a monitor over here, and there's one over there and one down below, but these two up top will come together in the middle. And these mounts for these things, I went through 9 different types of hinges, including a really, really high dollar set of Pella hinges that, they even had the adjustable springs in them, and every one of them have so much slop in them. When you take a hinge and attach it to something solid here and something solid here, and then it flops down 3/8 of an inch. Well, 16 inches from that could drop. So I ended up taking piano hinge and cutting it down and using the scroller's drill that was sent to me by Shaylee, and made my own. And what I did with the tops is the very top, I pulled the pin out, the very top hole on the bottom piece and the top piece, I would drill that out so that a 4mm screw would go all the way through it, and then the next piece in I tapped. So I have Allen headed cap screws top and bottom of those hinges, and what that allows me to do is, with the weight of the monitor on it, and I have it 16 inches away from where it's mounted, if I don't like where it is, I can tighten these screws, all 4 of those screws, in different ways and raise or lower the monitor. And then there's another screw on the back side of each one that will allow me to raise the entire arm from the wall. So I have no sag in it whatsoever, and anything that I tried that tries to get deflected by the wood, I can counter by, But now that I've done all this, I don't like it. I don't like my monitors being in the middle like that, where I have one here and one here, and my middle is the difference between the two. I don't like it. But I think at some point in time, I'm going to do a video on how I made these arms, specifically these hinges, because I couldn't find anything like this. So I will do a video at some point on how I did it and how it adjusts and how much weight it will hold. I'm holding 24-inch monitors 18.5 inches away from its mounting point. And I'm using a 4-inch thick or 4-inch tall piece of 3/4 inch plywood and one hinge at the mount. And then I have another piece of that same 3/4 plywood that has the mount for the monitor on it. And there's also a hinge right there. So it will fold and go back in the corner, come out, turn. And now, like right now, it's over here. It would be much easier if, Amanda, I'm going to turn this down and then see if I can move the camera and have Amanda hold it. How about that? Well, it won't come any farther than that. You're going to flip the little thingy up right here. Where are we at?
there we go. You're showing now.
So let me make this big screen. Boy, my computer is dragging. We did good to almost get here again tonight. But anyway, it will move and fold, and they both tuck in together right in the center right there. And this one I can move out and move to this wall over here. That one I can do the same thing, but right now the light's in the way, and so is this. But it will also do the same thing. I did that because I was going to put the two computers back there in the back corner, and I wanted to be able to access them. And I like the idea of being able to put the monitor over here if I wanted it, and that one over here if I wanted it. But I sit primarily in the corner, and I don't like splitting the two screens. It's just I don't have the other one hooked up to anything right at the moment to try to explain what it looks like when it gets that way. But anyway, that's pretty much what's going on there. You can kind of spin it around and open it up.
Okay, but where am I starting?
Here, I'll make you sick.
And
All right.
we've been joined by Jerry and John S. and somebody else just showed up. Oh, Larry.
Hey, Larry, John, Jerry.
Hello, everyone.
All right, so here's the set of drawers. It's by me. Amanda, you want to close it? And then I can't get the camera to work. It's in my left hand. The another set I built over there, and then this is Diesel's little cattle doors right here. That keeps him into that little corralled area right there. He's got plenty of room. There's another door where we can keep him in there if we want to, but when he's in here, he can still get outside, still has his food and water. That's really just in the event somebody comes in and we have to keep him protected. Why does it look like, oh, wow, that thing is way off.
Yeah.
All right, here, help me with this because my left hand's not helping me share the room here. All right, so I got the rest of all those drawers done. Chase, can you reach back there and pull that top piece out? Remember what I told you, be careful of the... I have not put the surface on there because I like the way those knots looked on it. So I haven't made up my mind if I just want to clear coat it or if I want to put the flooring on it. But okay, you can close it.
Looks cool.
So
that does give you a nice work area.
Yeah. So everything except for the very, very, very top is kind of done. You can, I think that's pretty much it. All right. So that's pretty much what my week consisted of.
You've gotten accomplished.
I'm looking at this on YouTube over here, and this looks, my image looks hideous. Is my image really that hideous looking?
Right at the moment, your image is straight black.
No, I don't mean right at the moment. I meant in general. I'm looking at, I mean, we're 4 minutes behind over here on YouTube. Here it looks like, you know, high definition. Over there it looks like somebody shot it with a VHS tape camcorder.
I'm going to say on mine, it's mine. It looks fine.
Billy said he likes the knot too. Let me show you this. I almost missed this, but I had to make this the outside of this case because if you look at it, it kind of looks like the mouth of an alien with his eyes. And if you look, the grain kind of goes out around the eye socket, kind of like almost like an alien or Squidward or something from Scream, like the face is sagging down on it. I can't cover it up now.
That is.
Huh?
I said that is cool.
Chase said it looks like an autistic horse.
I thought it looked like it had a dog face, the snout of a dog with when you're holding it up on the camera because of the coloration.
Russ said that's Scooby-Doo.
This thing said that thing with that numbers used 90% of his data, which is probably him over there.
Okay, Chase, you need to turn your data off.
I do.
Yeah.
Mark Lindsay says it looked like Alf.
Now I'm just now seeing this show up over here on YouTube. That is terrible, terrible,
Yeah,
terrible lag.
you're way behind because I'm not that far behind on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm just gonna close YouTube over here. How about that? And I'm just gonna pay attention to the chat. So I'll have the lag with everybody. So bear with me. It takes forever. Okay. I think it was a couple of weeks ago we were talking about things that I used to make for Amanda puzzles and different things like that. And I said that I had one that I thought would be great. Here's one of them. This is the one right here. If Steve, if that looked like boobies to you, I hate to see what the comment is going to be about this one. The object to this is to get both of these golf balls into one loop, and the golf ball will not fit through the hole. So it's a whole process of feeding the golf ball, feeding the loop, feeding the golf ball, but it works. Amanda has always hated this one because this is one that has always frazzled her.
I've never figured it out.
I've kind of forgot a little bit how it worked. Chase picked it up when I showed him over and over and over how it worked, he could never figure it out. But now that I've had the stroke and I'm like having to figure it out, he picked it up the other day and he goes, "Oh, that's pretty easy." So Chase may end up having to show me before it's over with, but I know the principle. I just can't get it to do what it's supposed to do. But this is one of them. If anybody's interested in what all the dimensions are of all this stuff, I'll be more than happy to share it. And I actually have instructions that walk you through how to do it properly. They were written by somebody else, but I can look for those and share those as well. That's just an example of, those are the type games, like Amanda would take blocks of wood and just nail stuff together and do all kinds of crazy things with them and make all kinds of weird stuff. I could make her a wooden toy and she might play with it for a minute and she might not care anything about it at all. But I make her one of these puzzle things and they would aggravate her, but she would still constantly mess with them. I mean, this one survived for how many years now?
It was in like toy box. Right?
Yeah. You're still full screen, by the way, Jerry.
Yeah, the one with the horseshoes in the we actually have that. We call it redneck horseshoes.
Yeah.
Or ladder golf, as some people refer to it. So our contest going on so far, we've got Miss Nancy from Little Treasures by Nancy. Did I get that right this time?
Yes, Little Treasures by Nancy.
Why am I the only one up on screen?
I just tried to remind you.
Sorry, I'm not paying attention.
I know.
So, and then we have Robin at Robin's Buys and DIYs. They've officially entered. We've seen some amazing pictures coming from Billy. I can't wait to see that one done. He was even burning the underside of his mushroom top.
Yeah, that was amazing.
So, I'm not 100% sure where all Billy's doing all this. I know on Instagram, that's why we're putting his Instagram up there. We know he has a lot about what he's doing with this fairy house on Instagram. So that is the link we're putting up there, Billy. If you would like another link put up there to your YouTube channel or something like that, we'd be more than happy to throw that up there. We want to give shout outs to everybody that's getting involved. Uh-oh, what did I say? Mark says, ouch, Billy. What did I say? Did I say something wrong?
Not that I heard.
Okay. Yes. Billy, Steve and I just had this conversation tonight. Those emails for the contest Steve's been dealing with those emails, and they've not been forwarded to me at my request of too much on my plate. And he has to take those pictures and put them on the website and everything else anyway, so it made more sense for it to happen. So this is why we said if we get the pictures Thursday evening, we can do this, because what happens is if somebody sends in pictures Thursday evening, between then and the time we get on, Steve has to download those into a Dropbox. Then I have to get them uploaded again and put in here. And he has to get them put on the website. So it's not necessarily an easy process for me. I don't know whether you all are able to notice the computer issues we're having, but that's why I'm trying so hard to get these other ones up and going. And hopefully I will be on the new system next week and we won't be having these issues, but I could crash out at any second. That's another reason why they're both staying right here, so I can just jump on with them. But it gets a little hectic. So I did not know about those pictures until late this evening. And Steve did not. As a matter of fact, when we went live, just before we went live, the Dropbox thing said that it had synced up. So I don't keep my Dropbox on because my computer's having such issues. So I have to literally log it in and upload or sync it or whatever. It says syncing. So whatever it does there, which takes forever.
I posted a link to the page that has all of his pictures posted on it, along with the pictures of Robin's and Nancy's, the entries.
And that's what I was going to say. Oh, no, Billy. I'm sorry. I really wish I could have. That's kind of my fault. It's not your fault. But that's why we do ask that you get them into us by the end of Thursday, because I struggle a little bit with some of this stuff. I can build you the computer. I can build you a house to put the computer in, but don't ask me to work it. So anyway, that's all me, and it's really not me. It's not you. It's not Steve. It's more the computer issues I've been having. Steve and I have not even been hanging out every day like we normally do because my computer has been crashing so bad. I literally had to go in and clean everything up, delete cookies, history, everything on everything, clear everything up. And like right now, StreamYard's the only thing logged in right here, and keeping fingers crossed. Oh my God, I did it. I can cross my fingers now. I know that seems like a little thing, but that's one of those things I hadn't been able to do. Now all of a sudden I'm like doing it no problem, like a pro. I forgot what I was saying now. Sorry, I got fascinated with crossing my fingers. Oh my God.
You were talking about the why we haven't been hanging out because of the and the timing of things.
My computer crashing and me trying to get things done in here. And I didn't want to get back into putting these computers back together because I ordered some components to make them better. And I needed to build cases. And my main goal was to do everything that I could to get completed in here to a point that we can get the saws out of here and literally dust everything and try to just keep up with the dog hair and general dust. Then I can build these computers and not have to worry about it. But doing what I've been doing in here, everything gets covered in a 1/4-inch layer of dust in just a couple of days. So that time has come. The ceiling and what needs to get done there, all of that stuff will be fabricated out in the other building and brought in here. So that's where we'll be going with that. I had something else I was going to say, and now I don't remember. Anything that you need to mention, Steve?
Not at the moment. I'm trying to figure out what links I've put up so I can get organized again.
So Do you have something to say, or can you go on?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So I've had this whole idea that I wanted to open discussions about the latest innovations and the latest technologies and advancements to deal with helping people cope with disabilities. Well, if you Google search latest advancements in disabilities, you're not going to find a whole lot. And what you do find probably going to be pretty much older stuff. But if you look up latest advancements in blank specific disability, you'll find tons. So then I look at this and I don't have any intent. I have no ill intentions when I'm speaking about what I'm speaking about. It's just the only reference I know of. So if you look at latest advancements in cerebral palsy or cerebral palsy, however you want to pronounce it, mobility, meaning scooters, they've got some amazing new technology to help them. A lot of that technology would translate over into like my needs. But somewhere in the industry, something's broken and it doesn't cross over. So if you're a stroke patient, you don't hear about things that may help you that are in a cancer patient treatment. There may be something to help you as a stroke victim, but you'll never know about it unless somebody that happens to know about the two tells you. There's no cross. Help me here. What am I trying to say? There's no.
There's no way of cross-referencing the information between unless because it's all specific. So there's no way to cross-reference it from one general use or general information.
So are we looking at an industry or a society that is trying to be intentionally specific, or that's all they worry about and they can't worry about the other ones? Or is it just a thing of nobody's thought about it? That's where I'm at. Is this just a thing that the light bulbs just somehow managed to not ever go off in this industry to say, hey, look, maybe we should look and see if this helps other people?
Most people that do design work are working for a specific reason, whether it be stroke victim, cerebral palsy, whatever. And so after you've worked on something for a while, you become myopic. You concentrate on that one thing, and you don't think about the fact that the same thing can be used for somebody else.
Yeah, Mark's asking. He says he's asking because he doesn't know. Aren't things like scooters specialized for something like cerebral palsy? See, that was my point, Mark. After looking it up, doing research and looking it up, that's kind of what I found, is that there's advancements for to help people with cerebral palsy to be more comfortable, easier to move. You know what I mean? Just a lot of great advancements. Some of those advancements, which are attachments, by the way, these things all start as a basic unit. Everything else is an attachment. Some of these attachments cross over to other disabilities, but nobody is out here saying, hey, look, this reclining leg attachment that fits these brands of scooters is great, designed for cerebral palsy because of the straps, this, that, and the other. but they're removable. So they work great for somebody that has my condition where my legs need to be elevated all the time. But there's nobody saying that. There's nobody saying, hey, here's this great new thing that will help you. Does that make sense?
Yes. That was why when we were setting the website up, we set up a page, or started to set up a page, and we haven't finished it yet, on what we can find of research breakthroughs. Problem has been searching the information, so we can start putting together a page that brings some of these to the attention of other disabilities.
Oh, we put Shay asleep. Sorry, Shay. Let me get this sponsor thing off of here. We're boring our sponsor to death. Hi, Miss Shay. Yeah, so see, this is just one of these things. This is like, not like we don't already have enough on our plate, right? I'm wondering if this is a thing that somehow over the next several years we start to build some kind of database about this, that, hey, look, this crosses over to here. This is available to you. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
there's a lot of people that just don't know things are available to them. You know, you don't know what you don't know till you know it, right?
Yeah, and another part of the problem is we only see part of the research unless I spent all day looking at the research. So I need to figure out a way to where people can come up with research and send it to us so we can add it to the database.
Yeah, see, I agree. I agree with what they're saying in chat over here. I think it's just the companies being solely focused on that disability, you know. And I can't say that I disagree with that, because like my idea of the perfect scooter is going to be geared more towards somebody with my form of disability.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean that I'm not thinking about other disabilities. This is what sparked this, folks, is I have put in countless of hours researching disabilities, different forms of disability, advancements in disability, disability scooters, exoskeletons, gyroskeletons, just hours and hours and hours, so that I can try to get a broad-based idea of what does this base unit need to be. You know, that's all a scooter is a base unit with attachments on it. I know it doesn't look that way, but it's just basically the same generic frame for a lot of them, different plastic or fiberglass on them, different shape, different size seat, different color seat, and maybe a few different attachments. But the main heart of it all is the same basic frame. And that frame design is not very conducive to a lot of things that I think would be very helpful for somebody that's confined to a chair. Yeah, Mark says a little more ground clearance and toe guards, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Shay says it's a very broken system. I can help. Well, something needs to happen, Shay, because there's just too many things that since you fell asleep, maybe I need to wait till Billy says, oh, by the way, no more teaser pics of the fairy house. You'll have to wait for the video to see the completed. That's not even fair, Billy.
Pretty sure I'm gonna drop out. Oh, there you go.
So, Shay, what we were talking about is like when you look up your specific disability and what's available to you for your specific disability, it may be limited. But if you know about another disability that has similar afflictions, if I can use that term, then maybe you'll find something that can help you. And it should be, you would really think that the manufacturer of a product would want to push that product to every available market that it could.
And there goes Chase.
Go outside. Go outside.
Mark's. I thought one of you was going to read these.
I can't have it up on mine.
Mark said, I really don't get that. How can you sell a chair that can't go over a power cord or a door threshold? That's almost criminal.
Yeah. I got stuck in the grass in this thing, dehydrated.
Yes.
Got stuck out in the sun, dehydrated, ended up in the hospital. Not that button, Chase.
Billy, your polio as a child, her current chair is so much better than her first one, but it could still be better.
Yeah. That there's just what?
I accidentally put my hand in front of my camera.
Oh, one of the things that I've said before, there's no dignity in anything for disabled people. No dignity whatsoever. You know, if all you need is a cane, they can't just make you a cane that does the job. They have to make a cane that stands out. You know what I'm saying? I can't explain. That was a bad term. I can't explain it. But like this chair and me with the bags, and nowhere to put that stuff. So if I'm gonna go out in public, I got to advertise. So there's no dignity, right? I can't have my dignity and still go out in public because nobody in this industry has felt like my dignity was profitable enough to them. That's what it boils down to.
Mm-hmm.
So that is one of the markets we're going after, is products that will help put some dignity back in people's lives.
Mark said, if you can't clear a door threshold, how do you get out in case of a fire? Well, it's kind of part of the problem.
Our whole plan, if I can't get a running start to get out the door, is to get to the door and just throw myself out in the yard and start rolling. Yeah, Shay just saw our logo. I just said a minute ago I was going to have to remove it because we were putting you to sleep. We were boring our sponsor.
That's pretty bad.
Sorry, Nancy. I think there's like something in the ether that is messing everything up.
Yeah, there's a
Shay has some good news. I got some good news. Shay has a live tomorrow with the art. What is it? It's not. I want to say artesian, but it's not artisan. Artisan, isn't that the artisan scroller or whatever? I can't. Wow, I screwed that one up. I thought I had it, and I threw you under the bus because you weren't prepared. I had it. I'm sorry, folks. I had it.
He says she has some good news. Her doctor wants to help.
With Billy's Fairy House?
No, Billy's comment was that he built a temporary ramp for his friend that has a chair.
So is that what her doctor's helping with?
I believe she's talking about her doctor helping with information about with living beyond disability.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Russ Meadows says artisan
pirate. There you go. Is that going to be on Shaylee's channel or in the group, in the scrolling group? Shaylee, where are you guys going to be live tomorrow? I wish I'd have had that link. I'm sorry, Steve. I threw Steve under the bus because always asks me for what I'm going to want links for. And I do this to him every week, last minute. Come on, fingers, pound that keyboard over there.
I'm waiting for her to say where she's going live. I was reading her other comment that, her doctor wants to donate and help with rehab for people in the group.
Oh, that is awesome.
That is amazing.
That is so awesome.
Very.
Wow. I don't even know what to say to that.
I'm trying to find a link to where Shay's live is for tomorrow.
So while he's looking for that, let me give you a little heads up of what's coming. So now that I've got this room to a point that I'm happy, the kids are happy with their space when they come over, which they're usually always here. I want to reiterate that again. They don't live here. Everybody thinks they live here, but they don't live here. They're just always here. They do go home. And that's why sometimes I say, I don't know if the kids are coming over because they're like at their house and for some reason don't want to get up and come here. So, but it's okay. If you don't want to come see me, that's fine. I understand. I'll always have Steve. He'll always be there.
But we are almost always here.
I know. I don't even know what I was saying. Where was I going with all that?
Okay, it will be. I'm assuming it's going to be on Miss Shay's YouTube channel from what I can find. So let me get a link for it.
No, she doesn't still have her old room. We moved from where we were. We're in another town now. We moved a couple years ago. It was more like I had to.
Okay, there's the link to Shay's channel. She doesn't have the live set up yet, but that's the link to the channel that it'll be on.
I'm gonna talk to Miss Shay about all that. We're gonna see what we can do with that. Well, Dan. No, yeah, she doesn't need her own room. She pretty much takes over mine anytime she wants. Don't look at me in that weird way. Nothing in my house is where it was before my stroke. If it's not,
reach a lot more.
Yeah, I can. But if it's not you rearranging stuff, it's my sister.
I know, and then I have to rearrange again every time she leaves. Not completely.
Oh God. Yo, I can hear him.
Okay.
Oh, Diesel, come here. Come here.
Let me catch back up here.
Hey, do me a favor, run down the hill and fight him really hard, okay? And then come back.
Make sure you show him your tat when you're running away.
Speaking of your sister, she's also in the chat.
No.
Hello, Lori.
Hello.
So, what I was saying, now that this room's pretty much, see how weird is that? I completely forgot what I was saying, but now I remember. We're going to be moving out and I'm going mobile. I'm going outside. For now, I'll only be going outside when they're here and they can go out with me, but it won't be long. I'll be venturing out on my own, and if I have to, I'll lasso a tree and winch myself out or something. We'll work that out. I can crawl pretty good. I've learned to do that. So
Let's see, they taught you how to fall. Did they teach you how to roll? No.
What the fuck are you thinking?
Okay. Yeah, the music down the hill is hitting him again.
Well, it was almost perfect timing.
They're almost done too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but it was really bad before the show, and it got better, and they started back
Yeah, they're extremely loud right now.
because they're doing the grand whatever. Can you hear that?
Yeah, it's coming over. It's coming over the system.
I
It
can feel
is.
it vibrating the floor.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
Oh wait, let's see. Oh no, I don't want to mess that up. I was gonna say I will go open the door.
No.
Make it work.
Don't.
No,
Yeah.
and you can still hear everything.
Ah.
And Steve C says apparently they didn't teach him how to sing.
No.
Okay. Oh, it's gotten real bad. It's
Okay.
coming. It's going out over the air. So we're gonna have to cut it short.
They stopped.
Yeah, they're starting another one.
Yeah, I don't like the rock star gig. I can do without that. Oh, I was
Grandma
like
enjoyed it.
banging drums. But we're gonna finish this floor repair out here, get a ramp put up to this building, and me and Chase are gonna crawl around under this thing and get it leveled up. It's bad out of level, and put proper dig down and put, proper cap block down and block it up like it should be, and get it safe enough to use. Then I'll be able to get out there and start organizing stuff, and we'll be able to start moving stuff that we have stored in Lincolnton here a little at a time, so I can go through it and get all that mess out of my good friend's place and get it out of their way and get all my crap in one place, what's left of it. Then I can start building things, inventing things. I can't wait till I build. I can't wait till I start playing with these scooters when I have that shop and can do that, where I'll go out here and, like, I don't know, take some motorcycle chain and angle iron and weld up some tracks and make me some crazy tracks for this thing. Go flip it somewhere. Things will start getting a little. Yeah, you'll start to see a little. Those of you that know me, you'll start to see a little bit of the old me coming out, because I'm going to use that creative mind that you know me for, to use ways to create things to help me do things I used to do before. So there will be a lot of jib cranes involved and winches and different things to either move me from one place to another or move things from one place to another. No, I think I'm going to leave the mower deck off of it. That's pretty much been already done. Got no desire to do that. I have a desire to build a chair that people can actually use in their house, but can also take out. See, that's the thing. I can get a scooter that'll go outside. I can get one that'll go around outside just fine. But it's not very good for inside. And then where do I keep that? And what good does that do me no more than I really go outside? I don't want to have to switch chairs just to go out and enjoy my backyard. I just want to be able to go out the door into my backyard. You know, I could understand it if my backyard was a marsh, but it's not. Oh, there might be. I don't know about a front end bucket, but I've already threatened to put if I build angle iron tracks for it, I'm gonna put a blade on it to push snow and crap around. You see me going out the road. They run side by sides and everything else on the roads out here. I want a chair that I can get out here and play with. But I also want to build a chair that's more like a big go-kart too, that I can go play in.
Wow.
Amanda's face.
About what?
The big go-kart.
Why?
No, you're lagging. That was talking about the deck.
What?
He's watching it on YouTube.
And it just matched.
Are you talking about the mower deck?
Yeah.
Oh,
The face he's seeing is when you mentioned a mower deck.
an LS swap. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. If we still had all the stuff that got left behind the other shop, this thing probably have a 225cc 6-speed with reverse engine on it.
Steve C. So you want to build a Mario Kart?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I won't have a barn to drive it into.
Be careful, Larry. Oh! Please tell me that was the end of it. Thank God.
Oh, not for the night.
Oh.
You got 9 more minutes. They're starting another one.
Yeah,
now.
we got 8 more minutes left of the show, too.
Yeah.
They can get a couple more songs in.
So can I.
Oh. Okay. What else are we missing here? Need to remind people about our Facebook group.
We have a Facebook group.
I think we did. I think you said the same thing last weekend.
Probably.
Did we do this last weekend?
Why can't you just tell them? We have the same discussion every week. Why do I have to talk for an entire hour by myself? That's really hard to do. I challenge any of you to start a show and just you the only one that really talks for a whole hour.
We ain't gonna be talking about what you want to talk about.
Yeah, I've already seen that, Mark. I've seen some really crazy things on have a good night, Merv. I've seen some crazy things done on scooters. And I would love to play am I talking to myself? Why is she saying that?
Talking for an hour.
Oh, yeah. Yes, it is rough talking to yourself. My throat gets dry.
That's from singing.
I need more pharmaceuticals.
Turn the pitch up here.
I'll sit here and gargle some Red Bull.
Okay.
Yeah, Mark, you do, but you have what, 30, 40, 50 people in the chat to keep you company? We hit a peak tonight of 19 people in the chat. Yeah, I feel the exact same way, Billy. I do. I even argue with myself. We were talking about this tonight. Steve told Amanda he's seen me actually argue with myself and lose.
Yeah, I have.
But it's different when I'm just talking to myself and I'm babbling and it doesn't really matter if I'm saying anything. But when you're doing this, people kind of want you to always do this. Dave Gatton, he always shows up as we're leaving. You don't like the show, Dave? You just come to say goodbye?
Yep.
Pam says 3 of those are me, 2 TV sets and a tablet.
Yeah.
Oh, well, how it just spiked up to 20.
Yep.
So, I don't know if we will do a Saturday hangout as normal. I may still have one going on, but because of Shay's show, I don't know. I don't know Shay's live tomorrow. I don't know how late she'll be going. I know she's going on 12, and that's Central Time, right? So that's pretty early for us East Coasters. Steve C says in his defense he ignores everybody, and no, that's not really true. That's him and Eloy. They ignore everybody for the first hour.
And Shay says she'll be on for an hour.
An hour max. Oh, well, we'll still have something going on. I've asked this question before, but we really get no input on this. Is there any interest in these Saturday hangouts being posted live on Facebook? I really don't want to put them up on YouTube because there's really nothing going on, but putting them up on Facebook, that would give people a chance to interact without actually having to come into the stream. So, I mean, let us know what you think.
And by the way, Pam in is my better half.
In
case you didn't know.
Shay's got a busy day tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Shay is going live tomorrow at 12 Central Time with the Artisan Pirate. Dave says he's boycotting Facebook. Well, you know what, Dave? You should have had your little bell ting. Okay, well, we'll start posting these on live on Facebook on Saturdays. Then I don't mind doing that at all.
Shay is going live at 10 a.m. Central Time.
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. That's 12 my time.
11 your time. She's on the same time zone I am.
Okay, I'm
Eastern, Central, Mountain, Pacific.
Yep. Yeah, okay, sue me, everybody. Don't listen to anything I say because I'm probably always wrong. Yeah, okay, so 11. It'll be over 12 my time. Whatever. Yeah. Shay's going to be live tomorrow. Y'all go look at the Messy Midnight Scroller there. That's, wow.
Yeah, I posted the link.
I'm reading the chat and trying to say her name at the same time, and I'm seeing the Messy Scroller over there and the Messy Midnight Scroller. Yeah, Steve, that's where my confusion came in. Is there still a Mountain Time?
I think so. Yeah, Arizona, Colorado are both on Mountain Time.
Okay.
Because last time I looked, there were still 4 time zones in the continental U.S.
Billy says, leave it to me to screw things up. Yes, there's still a mountain time. All I know is it's 3-hour difference between me and California.
Mm-hmm.
And wherever you fall in between that, you could be 3 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour. And where you fall in that line, I don't have a calendar a map in front of me here with time zones on it to keep track.
John's on Mountain Time.
Well, I understand that. I mean, John's like on Arctic time. When are you going to see daylight again up there? Oh. Lori says Colorado is 2 hours behind us. Are you still in Colorado? Or did you go back home? Shay said time change screwed her up. It didn't screw me up at all until tonight when I went to go get ready for the show and looked at the clock in the bathroom and it said that it was like 10 minutes to 10. Back 100 years. Daylight between 9 and 4. That's about what we got going on here.
Well, it's daylight in the morning when we wake up.
Yeah, very much so.
No, I don't know. It's still pretty dark when I go to bed now.
Mark says from Oregon, you go to Utah, you set your watch ahead 1 hour and your calendar back 100 years.
Yeah. Billy says that's the only thing that bothers him is getting dark earlier. He hates it. I hate it too. I wish we'd stop messing with the clocks. Just leave them alone.
Does it actually get dark? I don't know. I don't ever go outside.
Yeah, today I stayed at work until 6.
Steve says, so if it's 7 p.m. in Sacramento right now and 10 p.m. in New York, where's the fourth time zone in the continental U.S.? See, that's what I'm saying. There's 3-hour difference between me and there. There's Eastern, Central, and the Western. Right? 1, 2, 3.
You're skipping one.
Oh. I don't know. I think it's all screwed up. When I think of the Midwest, I don't think of Indiana and all that crap up there. I think, Montana and, the Old West. I don't know. It's just Midwest to me doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Billy says only a white man would think that cutting 2 inches off the bottom and sewing it back on top would make the blanket longer. Yeah, they just need to leave it alone.
Yeah.
Pacific, Mountain, Central, Eastern.
Well, they attempted that. They did a nationwide poll asking whether people wanted it back on standard time or on daylight savings time.
I know, but when they proposed the bill, they screwed it up.
Yeah, they did it backwards. So they basically proposed it the exact opposite of what everybody in the country wanted.
And then it got turned down.
Mm-hmm.
I propose that this guy never comes and sings at this brewery again, but I'm not going to win that proposal either. He'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yep.
And Newfoundland, which is a half an hour out.
Shay said tornado country. That's Kansas, right? She's not in Kansas, is she?
No, she's not. She's in Nebraska.
You're not in Kansas anymore. Nebraska might as well be Kansas. Nebraska. Who lives in Nebraska?
Your sponsor.
My sponsor doesn't even know what we do.
Her sleepy.
And when we put her to sleep, we love her, but we bore her to death. She has no clue what we do, and we help with her insomnia. All right. Well, we've gone way over an hour. Not way over. We've gone an hour and 5 minutes, which is a little bit longer. I've held together pretty good tonight. Trying
Yeah.
a few different things and different medicines that seem to be maybe helping out a little bit. So we'll end this in probably about 5-10 minutes. We'll throw out the link to the Hangout. Anybody wants to come. The Midnight Scroller lives in Nebraska. Yeah, is that like I don't know. The Midnight Scroller lives in Nebraska. That's like saying I saw Bigfoot in Arizona.
And now they're going to announce everybody who lives in Nebraska.
Well, we're gonna sit here and name everybody from Nebraska.
Well, you gotta let the YouTube get caught up with what we're doing.
Kansas.
Yeah.
Kansas. You're always
Larry
gonna
the
be.
Cave Guy.
Yeah,
Online
she's always
broker.
gonna be from Kansas to me. Doesn't matter that she lives in North Dakota or wherever it is you said she was from.
Yeah, Nebraska.
Nebraska, North Dakota, Nebraska. What? God, y'all are like apples and oranges here. If it ain't here, it ain't there.
Okay.
Mark says, well, there's only like 7 people there, so it's a short list. Yeah, and I think all 7 of them people live at Shay's house.
Oh.
Well,
Okay, that was.
we know who to go. Well, must be nice to have the whole state to yourself. No, man, I can't begin to imagine the taxes you got to pay. Having the whole state to yourself. All right, people, we're going to end this. I think this was one of our better ones. I managed through without being too awful crazy. And the band is stopping, and I'm feeling pretty good, so we should have a good hangout. So until next week, if you're coming to the hangout, I'll see you in a little bit. If you're coming tomorrow, we'll see you tomorrow. We'll post tomorrow's hangout in the Facebook group. If you're not already a member, run over to Facebook, become a member. And that brings me around to something else. We have like a gazillion members of the Facebook group and only like a wee little pea nugget of subscribers on YouTube. If you're not already subscribed on YouTube, please consider subscribing. Please consider sharing what we're doing. I promise this is all going to get a little better and a little better. The stuff that I show you in here may not be too impressive to you, but I challenge you. Sit down in an office chair, scoot yourself around all day, and don't get up out of that chair unless it's just to stand up and sit right back down. You cannot step anywhere. Stay in that chair and tie a brick to your left hand. And you can do anything you want to with that left hand. Just keep that brick tied to it and see how much you get accomplished in a day. My point is, it doesn't matter the struggle. Just do it. I do the best I can every day, and that's all we can do is the best that we can. So with that, I'm going to leave everybody with that. Be someone's inspiration. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
I know I'm leaving this one on a weird note, people, but I'm crazy. Bye.